about y'all, but it seems to me like everything's being thrown at us all at once. Like all sorts of stuff to, and I'll keep on saying it, right? But all sorts of stuff to take our energy away and have us voluntarily, right, give that up. Because, we're in moments and times where, like, people is, like, waiting, right? People is waiting for something to happen, waiting for something, like, to see. And with it not happening, like, right, most people is like, oh, you said that last year, right, or you said this last year, and so they're not starting to like see it in that type of way, because you've been programmed to not see. You've been tricked or programmed, right, because that's the way they set it up, as to make you believe that, like, oh, that's not going to be true. Like the whole thing with AI, right? You don't know what is AI or what is AI. And so, like, I feel like right now that's what's happening, like, all over. Like no one's starting to like trust like these things that's going on and think it's all a joke, right? This whole alien stuff and all this stuff about the skies, right? All the stuff we're seeing in the skies. There's orbs we're seeing that's flying all around. Like everything just seems to be happening all at once. At least in my eyes, a lot of stuff is happening all at once. Like there's change in different regions, different areas. One area is having specific like changes than the other one, right? Some areas haven't really developed or got to that like level of like seeing things or understanding yet. Not only that, right, but a lot of stuff seems more scripted than ever before. Like right now, it's like I'm watching these things in entertainment. I don't usually look at it, but I'm like, yo, why is everything so chaotic? Everything is so like violent, like dramatic, like dramas everywhere, right? And that made me realize and think like, yeah, everything is kind of like drama right now. It's like they're getting you on the edge of your seats, right? But while you on the edge of your seats, right, what are you doing, right? You're not really like preparing for anything. You're just like waiting to see if it's happening. And then if the moment arises and if the moment happens, right, how will you like go about it if like you're just on the edge of your seat waiting? Right now it should be the moment you've been like, okay, maybe they're saying stuff, there's stuff all over the stuff um that they're showing us to keep us distracted and fixated on the entertainment, but also realize how like most people are getting their identity, right? Most people are figuring out who they are themselves. And so like to keep you from on that path, on that journey from finding yourself, what do? They keep you fixated on other individuals, on other like topics. Oh, there's drama over there, so you're mostly looking at that to see what happens next. Oh, there's dramas in like streamers and stuff. There's dramas in sports entertainment. There's drama in politics. All of these sectors, all of these feats are drawing you in, but there's other individuals as well too that realize that this is happening, and so like they're teaching you to be yourself. I know yourself. Find your identity. How will you find your identity if you're looking at someone else or you're turning the other direction each and every time that they're showing you something? Or you're waiting for them to give you more answers when you have other individuals out here telling you these answers. All these things coming out, right? All these movies coming out. I'm gonna give you a prediction of like what might happen or what I might see happen. Now music is gonna be playing all over the place while I'm speaking, but I'm just trying to let y'all know my predictions of what is going on. Hold up now. Anyways, right? My prediction is something related to Project Bluebeam, right? They're gonna use all this energy that they're taking from us through all of these events, and then when you look up, you're gonna see something in the sky that you're gonna be like, what the fuck is that? It's gonna be something like huge, big, all sorts of lights in the sky, and everyone's gonna be drawn towards it. Some people are gonna fear, right? Some people might just stay inside and wanna and like start praying, and be like, oh, it's the end of times. It's not gonna be here now. But just think about it, right? We had the NBA, right? We're going into the World Cup, right? There's all sorts of events in entertainment and like, sports areas, and in politics, there's the war in Iran and all sorts of back and forth with Trump is doing, right? He's saying one thing and then another thing happens. It's like they trying to keep you on the edge of your seats, right? And they also trying to not, like I said, trying to divert your brain. So like when a moment happens and they are trying to like use all this energy that they got from us, right? And also to mention like the moon landing before and all of this, right? All of this stuff, SpaceX launching as like in the stock market, right? All of this is happening to draw you in and keep you into this programming, this system. Going back to SpaceX, right? Why would they release it on that date? Why release it now? What is the reason for them coming public with it right now? Well, when you look at the date, right? They released it on June 12th, right? 2026, right? If you're into numerology and all that, right? And you reduce all the numbers, the month, the day, and the year, you get 15, right? 15 is usually, I heard, is like a number that it's a sacrifice for truth. And so that should make you think it's a sacrifice for truth, right? And not only that, right? But it had rain that day. There was like rain everywhere, heavy rain. And we know what water deals with. Water deals with like the emotion, the fluidity of how you move about, and memories that is stored within you. The lightning. The lightning represents transformation. And that has a whole nother effect and play to what's happening, right? Or what's going to happen. So is the rain, right? That links to the memories, right? And your emotions, right? Then you got the lightning, was transformation. And then you got the date that it was released, right? Which is the 15th, was the sacrifice for truth, right? And then you got the name, SpaceX. Now, hold on, right? I swear this is going to make sense. But what else happened on June 12th? There was a movie that had been released. And this movie was called Disclosure. And when you think of disclosure, you think of truth, right? You think of stuff being revealed. And shout out to Yaya's World _777 because her breakdown analysis of disclosure, it helped me like figure this out, some sort of like, right? But it was raining, right? There was a storm, there was lightning. SpaceX went public, and they released this movie Disclosure. So you're getting all this bunch of symbolism to let you know that something is about to come. And in her breakdown, she explained how on June 24th, something will happen where 700 people will be abducted. And that should make you think, right? So from June 12th, right? That's 12 days from now, from that date, right? And we see the number 12, you think of 12 months, right? 12 months, right? The 12 tribes of Israel. You think of the hour clock, the 12 hours, right? You also think of the 12 strand DNA or DEA that individuals have. You also see the 12 zodiacs. But let's also pay attention to the date of June 12th, right? And how far is it from June 24th, which is 12 days, right? And then when you put that together, you get 12/12. And when you get 12/12, you usually think of a gateway, something opening. Think of December 12th, right? What happens during December 12th? A winter solstice, right? And during that winter solstice, it's the longest night of what? The day, the year, right? So this winter solstice, right? It doesn't happen exactly on December 12th, but it happens along that pathway, right? So what I'm getting from all of this symbolism is that there's going to be a blackout. Something's going to happen where it's going to be darkness and complete darkness. And it's going to have everyone in a panic and a fear mode. So I'm letting y'all know, be prepared for a blackout to happen. Be prepared for that blackout, right? And just think about it, right? Hear me out, right? It can go either way through this 12/12 mirror reflective moment. During these moments, people can either go back and recall past memories, connect with their spirit guides, because that's what else could you do during moments like that? Connect with yourself, connect with higher forces. Or others will experience emptiness, sudden losses. They experience such a drought within themselves that they're not going to know what to do. So that's the reflective in the 12/12. Either individuals are going to release what no longer serves them, right? And step back into their power, which a lot of individuals I see doing. Or there's going to be instability and disorder within other individuals who refuse to go on that path, or are in fear and they can't go on that path because they are in fear. But I might make a part two to this, but for the most part, right, fam, get connected with yourself. You have to ground yourself, fix up your mind, fix up your mental. This isn't a joke. We're heading back to our original state, into where we are working with one another, releasing all these whole fabricated type of reality that we're living right now, and joining back to what is the truth, which is the union between all of us, right? The growth and creativity of ourselves.